There we go. Hey, there it is. What's up, everybody? I don't have much of a voice right now, but that's okay. Welcome to another Tuesday night principal conference call. Since I'm not talking great, I'm going to go straight to October 8th, GCC Golf Tournament. Come on, there it is, Chiro Cup, 3rd annual, which is fantastic. And then we got DE coming up October 15th to 18th. And then we have now rescheduled Greece, and that is 16th and 17th of July in 2021. So excited about that, ready to get to Greece. This week we got a great long-time DE chiropractor from the great state of New Jersey. Let me welcome Dr. Paul Roses. Paulie, take it away. Thank you so much for doing this. We appreciate you.
Hey, what's up? Live from the New Jersey shore on the last day of summer for us. You Florida folks got it made. Anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that the DE webpage and the DE thing on the Facebook, I mean, there's like almost 5,000 members. Is that the coolest thing? I mean, I know a lot of people on it don't come to DE, and I've talked to some people and they really don't know what it's like, man, but it's like pure, it's amazing. And I really urge, if you're on this show and you haven't been to DE in a while, come back. All right, come back. It's no matter how far off center you get, when you come back to DE, man, if you were there once and you get it, you'll stay with it. I couldn't imagine my life without it. And I really appreciate the four amigos who took over from Dr. Sid and Dr. Nell. But anyway, let me get these shades off because I just got off the beach. No, I'm just kidding. But over here, look, check this out. Wait, there it is. There it is. What does that say? Wait, everything's reversed. There we go. There it is, Greece. We went there last year, and it was awesome. So I would definitely urge anybody who's going to go, make sure you do the trip before, after. At least we had that set up going out the last time, but it's canceled for next year. And Greece was cool. It totally was. Now, this is kind of weird also, looking in a computer, but it reminds me of something from way back. Who remembers Romper Room? Like, I'm in my closet down the shore because this is kind of like where I have my computer. So, Romper, Bumper, Stomper, Boo. Tell me who? Oh, I see Dee Dee Umber out there. And I see Lisa, our newest tech CA, and maybe Dr. Jet. And I hope Jake Corson, because he's one of my heroes and idols. And I don't know, I could never be as funny as my brother-in-law, Dean, but I just keep trying with my dumb dad jokes. So let's put that thing away. And we'll get rid of that. And now I can see. So anyway, I'm still trying to squeeze out the last couple of days of Jersey Shore. Gonna get up early, head to the office tomorrow. Got about an hour and a half drive. No biggie. But what I really wanted to talk about today was like, tell people how you really feel and not what you want to have them hear, but what you really feel. So I've learned way a long time ago, started DE in 1977 when my roommate, dragged me down to DE when I first showed up at Life, I learned a couple of just basic things, like there's the why and then the how. And then once you get past that and you still have somebody in front of you to teach and to talk to, then you just get them to know that have them acknowledge they got a problem, get them to know that you and I and chiropractic is the answer. And then, thanks, Jeff. I lost a lot of youngsters on the romper room, but not me. I thought I might do that. As a matter of fact, I'd rather talk to the newbies anyway, because you old guys ain't changing squat, no matter what I say, because you got your way down and it's successful. So in my mind, I really do. I really would rather just talk to somebody who picks up a couple of things and goes, wow, man, if I remember 10% of this and I can use it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I can use it all the time. And I do that now sometimes. So anyway, get them to know they got a problem and get them to know you're the answer, and then invite them in and have the guts to get a no. But getting them to know they got a problem is probably the toughest thing, because they got to acknowledge it, because they might go, yeah, you know, my projectile vomiting is normal. I get the normal headaches. I get the normal menstrual cramps. But we have to let them know that that is common, but it's not normal. And the why is what matters first. Why do we do this? Why do we get up in the morning? My kids' college tuition is all paid. Why do I get up in the morning? Sometimes I have to remind myself, but the truth of the matter is we got a gift. We're special. If we don't tell them, they're not going to know. I look at my office and your office and DE and a couple of other really grounded philosophical chiropractic gatherings as an oasis. It's where starving people get to go have a drink. I don't know if you know what it's like to be away from the principal and then come back and just get so fired up and turned on. That's what I want to see in a patient's eyes when they get the message, when they get the big idea. I love seeing the light go on. It's like a teacher when a kid looks in their eyes, the student's eyes, and the light bulb goes on. And I really want to refine myself to be sharp to do it. I've noticed that over the years, and it's about listening really, really careful. It has not a whole lot to do with what you say, but it's about how I feel deep down in my stomach. Am I telling them my truth? I'm not there to convince anybody. I'm not there to reel anybody in, because I realized you can't push people. But I did learn that you can pull people ever so gently. Try to remember that. Nobody can be pushed. If you're talking to anybody about chiropractic and the principle and just the way where health comes from, you will learn, and you can tell when they don't want to hear it. And then you know what? Go talk about sports, go talk about your family, talk about their kids, talk about whatever it takes. But as long as you've got somebody at the end of the conversation, even a little bit remotely interested, and you're listening really careful, you're going to find a way to penetrate, because they are interested. People do want to know about their problem. You can mention chiropractic, you could mention where healing comes from, but a lot of times if you don't mention their issue, it's not going to really go in and sink in. And it's got to be fun. I mean, to me, when I get up and I want to do my new patient report, hardly ever. I do at least 4 a week, 2 on Mondays, 2 on Wednesdays, and hardly ever do I not want to do it. I'm sure there's a couple of times where, for some dumb reason, I think that I'm more important than the people in front of me, but no way. And then when I get going, after a couple of minutes, I don't care if it's one person, all of a sudden it clicks in. I'm there to give my chiropractic message. I'm there to go to bed that day and say, man, I gave everything I had to that one person who was sitting there, or that one person who was sitting there with that spouse, so that they can give me, they have a choice and tell me what they want. They're hiring me. I'm the expert, but they still get to hire me or fire me. And some of the things, I think I want this on my tombstone, that, hey, and don't get mad at me for talking symptoms, But I tell them right off the bat, if you don't feel better in 5 weeks, fire me. I want you to come for life. Doesn't your dentist want you to come for life? Don't you want to go to your dentist for life? If he works for you and you have a great relationship and you trust him and he's telling you the truth. And of course, I take my time to explain the similarities between what we do and what a dentist's real purpose is, because it's lifetime. Forget maintenance. Hate that word maintenance. People are on maintenance. They lose weight and they still get fat again. Lifetime managing your subluxation. There's so much that I want to say in so little time right now, but you get the point. I think you guys are awesome enough. I know you guys and gals are awesome enough to fill in the blanks if I go slow enough. But yes, it's lifetime managing the subluxation to whatever degree that you use to measure the subluxation, and tell them the why and the how. How do you find the subluxation? I love to use regeneration of cells. And when the bones are out of position and I move them a little bit, they were born here. So, what are you kidding me? I was born here. I don't want to go here. So we got to wait till those old cells die. And then as we're keeping the pressure on and new cells regenerate, they're going to regenerate where we want them to be. And then you need less adjustments over time. But if I don't make it 100%, even if I do make 100%, you're going to go back to the same world that sent you in, and the same darn thing's going to happen. So would you rather stay well than have to get well all over again? And then I've explained the stages of degeneration somehow in the middle of all this, and how your spine's going to melt to crap, and then you try to fix it when you could never get it as good as we can right now. Once all those spurs develop, once all that stuff develops, it's pretty hopeless to ever get that corrected. And most people got that. So I'm going to give them where they're at and tell them the truth, and tell them, hey, you know what? I'm getting adjusted once a week for 41 years. My kids get adjusted a couple of times a month at least. And together they've only had 7 fevers combined in their life. And then depending on who you got in front of you, when you have them there, you can get a little controversial. I want to push the envelope a little bit. I want them to think. I want them to question the medical model without chopping it up to pieces. Thank God for DE. I had a medical doctor come in with her husband who runs the whole practice. He's kind of the physician's assistant. And I remember Jimmy Gregg years ago saying, oh my God, there's a medical doctor in there. What am I going to do? And that was what the associate said. And Jimmy said, he's going to give him the chiropractic story. And at the end of that, everybody knows exactly what I'm going to say if you've been at DE a while. The doctor came up to him and said, can't disagree. I can't agree with everything you said, but I want to tell you I like the way you said it. Well, that's what I started with. I said, there's no way you're going to agree with everything I say, or you'd have to enroll in chiropractic college. So I like going ahead and kind of figuring out what is in that person's mind and do a preemptive strike. By the end, I'm not kidding you guys. By the end, he never misses a visit. And now that the 2 kids come in, one with the breathing symptom and one with stomach symptoms, because they get the connection. My God, if they understand that a nerve choking in the neck is going to create atrophy, and this is a muscle, and the main nerve goes to the heart, and that's a muscle, the hell you think's going on with the heart? Please. So I love to be able to give some scientific facts to back up my logic, which some people say I have no logic, but that's bullshit. Because when I'm talking chiropractic, it is concise and it's prepared. And I really feel like that I've become an expert at the game of listening to patients. I'm great at hearing what they say and handling their objections until either I satisfy their objections or there's no more person in front of me. Just can't be, or I'm not going to say the negative. I'm just going to say, you just got to be honest. You can't come up as arrogant, that I know more than them. Nothing like that. I had this kid, Brennan. Dr. George is hanging out on the beach the other day, and I said I was going to talk about him a little bit. And he goes, well, what's your version of what chiropractic is? So it's pretty cool getting asked that by an 18-year-old kid who's got like a little edge to him. And I told him, and I said, well, didn't Dr. George's son, David, tell you? He goes, yeah, but I want to hear your version. I go, all right, I don't mind being tested. So when I told him, I said, are you thinking about going? He goes, yeah. And I told him about the weekend where the college will pay for him and everything. And he goes, man, they do everything to convince you to be a chiropractor. And I just pull this out of my back pocket. And I said, no, don't colleges recruit? Don't colleges recruit? I said, we don't convince anybody. We tell you guys the truth. I said, are you really being told the truth when a drug company comes on and they give you 400 different things at the end? Meanwhile, they have somebody smiling, and I took the pill, and now, I couldn't swim before, but now I could swim after. And I let them think about it. I let them think about all that. I told them that if your inner drive is to help and to serve people and know that they're lacking, and your job is to fill the lack, you're going to be an incredibly fulfilled person. Robin Williams, they're having a documentary on him, and I didn't realize this, but his mantra was to have people be less afraid. That was his thing. I guess inside he was a lot afraid. So that's what ours is. That's what mine is, to be less afraid of the environment. Nowadays with COVID, this is the question that I ask when I really don't know where to go, or when I really do know where to go. I'm going to ask patients, usually ask them this question after I've explained it to them. I said, listen, if you have a healthy cell, and now I understand what health is, not feeling good, but health is when it's working at the full potential and creation of what God put in here, above, down, inside out. I said, if you have a healthy cell and COVID decides to go in and attack, or cancer goes in, who is going to win? The healthy cell or the COVID and cancer? And I'm telling you, I'm blessed, because 90% of my patients, and I tell them, please don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what you believe. And 90% of them are going to look at me and look, well, the healthy cell is going to win. If I can do that every day to 90% of my folks, I'm like going to go to bed very pleased at night. I'm going to go to bed when my head hits the pillow and pass out, because my inner gut is all about telling people how I really feel without pissing them off. That's what took 38 years. Jesus, what am I going to tell you? So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up in a couple of minutes, but I just wanted to tell you, I have no idea what's going on. Our biggest problem in practice is handling the new ones. We're busier than before we were with COVID. Patients are coming out the wazoo. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, if they're not, call me up, instant message me. It took a while to build up the internet presence. But I'm telling you, people go on the internet, they see the reviews. I can't stop them. Thank you, God, but we are booked for 2 or 3 days in advance, and every 45 minutes there's a new one. Lisa, our biggest problem is how to process the new ones, how to deal with them all day. That's the biggest stress. It's outrageous. It hasn't stopped, and it's getting better and better. So I just go to bed every night thanking God that I have the chance to change people's lives, to give them the truth about chiropractic. I'm excited every day when I have somebody in front of me where they're going to get it. They're going to get it. They get that if the body's working good, that the environment's good. The Hensel twins, take a picture of it, stick it in your phone. Those are the 2 Siamese twins. How come one had pneumonia twice, almost died? The other one, she's more prone to sickness. It says it right in the internet. And the other one hardly ever gets sick. She's never had pneumonia. When the one got pneumonia, the other one had no symptoms. You're going to tell me that that's the virus? Please use some common sense, people. Don't be so afraid when you know that your creator created you to be well. Your creator created you to be happy. Your creator created you to be abundant. All the reasons that you're not is because there's interference, some kind of interference. Chiropractors don't heal, don't cure, don't treat. What do? We allow. So I am going to end it with what I started with. I want to give you this last thing to take home and carry stamped on your head forever. It's a really heavy statement. And well, anyway, it kind of goes like this. It goes, don't wait until you're on your deathbed to tell people how you feel. You could be too weak. Oh, I'm messing this up. Ready? Don't wait till you're on your deathbed to tell people how you really feel. You could be too weak to raise your middle finger. Good night, all. My DE folks, love you.
Paulie, great message, man. Thank you so much, buddy.
All right, Brian. You're welcome.
Listen, we love you. We love you all. And we will see you next Tuesday. Have a great week, man. Keep kicking ass.
All right. Good night, night.
See you, man. Night. Bye, everybody.